Lee Larsen grew up in Southern California. His first radio job was at a new FM station, KAPP, in Redondo Beach while he was still in high school. He stayed at KAPP from early in the mid-60s while going through high school and college.
My job was to turn the transmitter on and play some music and not talk. And I did that for a couple weeks, but being the way I was, pretty soon I figured out where the microphone button was, and I turned it on and started talking a little bit. And one thing led to another. I wound up working there all the way through the rest of high school and all the way through college.
When he graduated from Pepperdine University, he took a marketing job at KHJ-AM that was changing its format to rock and roll.
It did extremely well, and I was in the promotion department, working mostly sales promotion.
That opened up another marketing job, this time in San Francisco, for a station there.
And again, this was an FM station that was, at the time, automated. So we didn't do all that well. So after hiring everybody, I also got to fire everybody. And it was one of those classic deals when I was all done. I was the last guy, and I got fired.
Larsen then was offered a sales rep position for RKO, and then an opportunity to return to KHJ as the sales manager. He stayed in the Los Angeles market, moving to such well-known stations as KROQ, KFI, and KLOS. While at KLOS, Lee decided that what he really wanted was to work for a station with a strong news and sports format.
KABC was the sister station to KLOS, and I got to see the talent, and they had the Dodgers and all. And all my career, I said, that's the kind of a radio station that I would like to work at.
When the opportunity to move to KOA in Denver came, it was an easy decision. He came to Denver in 1983 as the general manager of KOA and KOAQ.
I did not ever want to go back east. I loved the West, and Denver was the West. So I made the best sale of my life, convincing my wife to move.
He arrived just as the two radio stations were separated from KOA-TV.
To separate the radio stations from the TV station that they had been a part of for so long was a real challenge. And that took everything that I knew up to that point about being a leader and being a manager. And then right in the midst of that, within about 8 months of me getting here, Alan Berg was murdered. And so that was something that you have no way of training for or learning about or expecting. And so that was a very, very difficult thing on very many levels. It caused a lot of pause to say, what are we doing here?
Throughout his tenure, KOA has remained the dominant AM station in the Denver market.
But it's management's job to always replace great talent with more great talent. And I think the folks that have worked at KOA in the programming area over the years have managed to do that. And that, combined with the big advantage that it has of its signal, has allowed the station to maintain its dominance over the years. Having the major league sports on the station also helps. Quite expensive, but at the end of the day, it's a big plus.
In 1996, deregulation came to the broadcast industry, which had limited radio management to just 2 stations per market.
J-Corps began acquiring radio stations, so I became the market manager for all 8 radio stations. Did that for a while, and then I too went on to become a regional senior vice president for a while. Came back to be the day-to-day market manager in Denver, which I did for the last number of years of my career there. Well, the things I'm most proud of are, first of all, the people. If you have good people, you want to keep good people. You want to grow them, and you want to keep them challenged. One of the things that I enjoyed about working with this group of radio stations is that there were a lot of long-term folks that had been with their particular radio station or with our group for a long, long time. And that includes the gentleman that replaced me, Pat Connor. And so I love working with people and watching them grow. It feels real good to have stepped into originally 1 radio station, seen the group grow to 8, see all of those radio stations remain strong and profitable and successful.
Lee Larsen was twice president of the Colorado Broadcasters Association. He founded the Never Forgotten Fund after the Columbine shootings and served on the boards of the Denver Metro Chamber of Commerce, Denver Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the Denver Broncos Charities. The broadcast professionals of Colorado are proud to welcome Lee Larsen into the 2011 BPC Hall of Fame.